CCFR.
Argentina President Javier Milei just signed a decree lifting a three-decade-old ban on semi-automatic firearms. 30 years of telling citizens, sorry, but you're not responsible enough for these scary-looking weapons. Well, Argentina finally woke up and smelled the liberty. The original restrictions from 1995 blocked civilians from owning semi-autos with removable magazines larger than .22 long rifle. Essentially, the Argentine government told its people, you can't be trusted with anything stronger than a squirrel gun. But Milei's administration just called foul on that nonsense, emphasizing the need to reevaluate the control mechanisms established back then. Argentina saying, look, we trust responsible citizens. Let's make it legal, keep it transparent, and ditch the bureaucratic circus. Argentina's gun control history is a roller coaster of restriction, paperwork nightmares, and governmental paranoia. For decades, the law-abiding Argentine gun owner faced suffocating bureaucracy, endless paperwork, and mountains of red tape so thick you'd think the guns were radioactive. Legitimate firearm owners ended up stuck with weapons they couldn't legally transfer, sell, or even properly register due to these outdated laws. Milei's government recognized the absurdity, stepping in and clearly stating, we want to make it easy to be within the law. That regularity does not have bureaucracy. That's some refreshing honesty right there. It's government actually saying, we trust our citizens. Let's streamline this nonsense. Argentina is pulling itself away from the global trend of fear-based policymaking. At a time when so many countries, including our own, keep stacking restrictions based purely on optics and political pandering, Argentina just stepped out and said, responsible gun ownership isn't the problem. They've acknowledged a critical fact. Regular people aren't the issue, and denying them their rights doesn't make anyone safer. CTV News pointed out that President Milei, though previously cautious, has now firmly moved towards liberalizing gun laws, a bold shift reflecting trust rather than suspicion. And get this, the Argentine government even recently lowered the firearm ownership age from 21 to 18, recognizing the maturity and responsibility of young adults. They still require psychological tests, strict identification, and mandatory training, but what they have done, importantly, is shift the conversation from fear and restriction to responsibility and transparency. Argentina just provided a global example of trusting its citizens instead of demonizing them. A reminder that firearms aren't inherently evil and the regular everyday folk aren't the villains. This move in Argentina shows us it's possible to reassess outdated and overly restrictive gun laws rationally and reasonably. It's a demonstration that empowering responsible gun ownership instead of punishing it is not just logical, it's genuinely progressive. Maybe we can learn something from Argentina's decision. Maybe, just maybe, trusting citizens and ditching unnecessary bureaucracy isn't such a radical idea after all.